Hi, and welcome to another episode of Bite Size Yoga. This week we continue on with our Mudra series, coming to one of the most commonly used mudras in yoga practice. It's Namaskar. So hands together in prayer position in front of the heart. This pose is used throughout lots of different yoga practices, whether it's meditation, whether it is opening or closing your practice, or through different poses as well, as you come to turn your mind inwards and reflect on your breath, on what you're doing in the pose. And so today we're just sharing a little bit about this practice. So it's a really simple one that you can incorporate into your day. In the West it's often referred to as prayer position, simply because of the positioning of the hands. So there are three different places that you can bring the hands to. One is in front of the heart, so connecting into and acknowledging as well that it's like a type of greeting. So acknowledging that my essence connects with and sees your essence, meets your essence, and so that having that connection that we are one, we are unified, we are connected. The second way is by taking the hands up to the forehead, and you'll often see people practice this when they're perhaps finishing a practice. So as a sign of deep respect, gratitude for perhaps the practice, perhaps the people around them that have shared the energy, anything else that you may like to show deep respect for. And the third one is taking the hands up above the head, so connecting to that higher power. What just happened to my chair? So connecting to a higher power. And so that's where taking the hands up over the head can be, where you're channeling that energy upwards and up to your hands. So you might sometimes see this in particular yoga poses, where you really are drawing on that energy to focus and to bring balance to both sides of the bodies as well. So one of the things about Namaskar is that we are bringing the energies of the body into balance. So again, by pressing the left and right hands together, the palms together, thumbs touching the breastbone or the chest if in front of the chest, then we are bringing that balance back to our left and right side energy bodies, to the nadis, and so connecting into that energy there. So that's where, having this, wherever it is that you choose to have your hands, it helps to bring that focus, to bring that mental clarity, that calmness back to your practice, helping you to return inward as well. To either meditate in the practice, in the pose that you're in, or whether it is just breathing practice or meditation that you're doing. And so this pose is also really, or this mudra is really great as well for reducing stress. So if you're feeling particularly stressed, coming into Namaskar Mudra with the hands and just taking a few deep breaths, the eyes closed, can be a really beneficial way of just recentering. Again, focusing that energy, bringing that balance back to mind, body and spirit. And so there you have it. There are a couple of the basics and benefits of Namaskar Mudra, one of the most commonly used mudras in yoga practice, and one of the simplest to perform as well. So it is a mind mudra, so connecting in deeply with the mind. As a lot of our mudras have been throughout this mudra series, exploring the common mudras that we use throughout our practice. If you'd like to find out more about mudras to use for different elements as well, so that the natural elements that we've spoken about in some of the other mudras that we've covered in this series, then check out in the link below. I will pop a link to fabulous book that goes through all of the mudras if you'd like to learn more about mudras and how you can incorporate these into different meditative practices or breathing practices for different areas of your life, different emotions that you're covering and those sorts of things. So next week we will be wrapping up our mudra series with ways of integrating mudras. So I look forward to seeing you all again next week, and if you liked this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you all again next time for another episode of Bite Size Yoga.